Hey everyone, Myrick here, and thank you for joining me today on Myrick's Minute. Thanks again for joining me today, and as always, love and blessings. And it's my hopes that you enjoy what we share here today, that it may build a momentum so that you can get things rolling in a positive way. Because, as for me, sharing what I learn each day with you helps me maintain and stay grounded and get my day rolling in a positive way. So with that being said, if you like what you hear today, please don't hesitate to hit that like and subscribe, because it really does help in every way possible. It helps me be able to continue to keep coming back and sharing with you these tidbits to keep us going in a positive way. So getting right into it, today's topic, plan your day or someone else will. Time is the only commodity that we all have in common. No matter what walk of life you're from or what your current situation is, both the beggar and the billionaire, we all only have 24 hours in a day. But it's how we choose to spend that time is what defines us. A famous quote by Lao Tzu stuck with me when he said, "Time is a created thing. To say I don't have time is the same as saying I don't want to." What we create time for and how we choose to invest our time and who we choose to spend our time with are all very important factors when it comes to life in general. We often reference time in the same way as we reference money. We use words like create, invest, spend, because time, like money, is a commodity. It's an asset. What? Yep, that's right. We often use words like create, invest, spend, because time, like money, is a commodity. It's an asset. However, if used improperly, like money, time can quickly turn from an asset to a liability. Just as you can create time and you can find time, it can also be lost. But here's the thing, unlike money, you can't make up for lost time. See, with money, I can start out with $100, just to say. But it's totally possible by the end of the day that I can have $300, maybe even $400 or $500. The possibilities are endless. The potential of earning more money is infinite. But time is different. Time is a totally different aspect in reference to time. When you lose 30 minutes of an hour, it's gone. That's it. I can't make an extra 30 minutes appear within that same hour. Now, I can create more space in my 24-hour day and take 30 minutes from somewhere else in my time schedule. But at the end of the day, it's still only 24 hours. No matter how much I may want to or how much effort that I may put into it, there's only 24 hours in a day. I have yet to find a way to make a day 24 and a half hours. It just isn't possible. So for me, it brings in the question, what do I spend my time doing? How many hours of the 24 allotted hours in each day do I spend in such a way that I'm not asking, for a refund of time, and so to speak? Or do I find myself with buyer's remorse? Do I find myself, after spending too much time on something that I felt really wasn't worth it in comparison to the value that it cost me in time, do I find myself wishing that I could get that time back? Just to bring things into perspective, I did a Google search, and I'm gonna just read from my notes here. It says that, according to the report by the Parents Television Council, an average of 6 violent incidents per hour were found in prime time programming, and that rate was even higher when it came to children's programming. Yep, that's what it says. It says it says 6 violent incidents per hour. And that's just in regular primetime programming. But they said that rate was even higher when it came to children's programming. So that just brings into question, what are we doing when we think about how we spend our time? It just goes to show that with the current state of affairs and what's going on, that we tend to become what we spend most of our time doing. So what are we doing with our time? And more importantly, are we aware of how our children are spending their time? Just always being mindful of the fact that even though we may not be able to stop time or make up for the time that has passed, we are 100% responsible for controlling the time that we do have. And taking control of that time, standing in our own power by controlling the time that we do have, it allows us to bring awareness, to how we spend our time and making that time count, making that time that we spend beneficial not only for ourselves, but for those around us. So let us always be aware of the time that we have, but more importantly, let's stand in our own power and take control of the time that we have and use it in a positive way. Keeping in mind how we use our time is both beneficial not only to us, but as I said before, to all those around us. Well, that wraps up today for Myrick's Minute. It's just a little tidbit to help us get going, get our day started in a positive way. So I hope that you enjoyed today, and if you did, please hit that like and subscribe because it really does help. And as always, love and blessings, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and see you again tomorrow.